And do you use 5S on your projects? And if you do, describe what 5S is.
It really, to me, it's cleaning up the workplace. And I'm not gonna butcher the 5S's, but we look at a job site that's clean and it's a more appealing place to work. To come there and that things are organized. You just don't have that clutter feeling. And my wife and I often talk about it at home, and we're in that process as well at home, to simplify our lifestyle and to have less things in storage and less concerns about that. And it really translates right to the workplace, that you're not having to move things 3 times before you actually put it in. And it's so much easier to keep the place clean. And everybody's attitude just, I think, naturally from a cleaner site, it gets better. And it has, and I've had many comments from electricians, and that's the other thing. The electricians, I think on every project they've had, all trades have it had in their scope that they clean up their own debris or their mess, let's say. Clean sweep and do it as you're going. Well, until the last year or two, it's always been a struggle, and really ended up doing it with your own forces a lot of times, or it's just a fight. And the trades, electricians, mechanical, everybody is pulling their weight, doing their scope. And boy, that makes a lot less pressure on the turner tradesmen, the laborers, to sweep the floor and keep them, frankly, spotless almost. In that, not always perfect, but boy, oh boy, for a job site, it's almost unreal.
Yeah. But at the beginning of a project, what percent would you say of trade partners know the last planner system to your satisfaction? Right at the beginning of a new project, what percentage?
I'll say 10, I'm just gonna, off the cuff, 10 to 20%.
Yeah, and out of the 80% that's remaining, it takes time to train them up. Yes. How long would you say it takes to train them up to your satisfaction?
I'd say a few months.
Yeah. 3 months?
4 months, yes.
Good, and then they'll understand the basics.
The basics.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, good.
There's a lot. I'm just from our training sessions, just picking up, and seeing things that I didn't see before, so.
Oh, good. So how do you train them up exactly?
Well, it depends on the part of the system that they're involved in, but we bring them in, and I always try to make the environment comfortable. This is something, kind of a little testimony, kind of like what I just did, that this is a good system, you're gonna like it, and then try to tell them what we're going to do with it. And we've learned that we as the general contractor need to follow through on what we're telling them, that we want their participation. And I would think that the one thing that we learned early on with our first phase was that we were doing pool plans, but we were not showing our trade partners how their time when they sat there with us and they 2 hours or 3 hours and put the tags up on there, tried to learn, get their mind to go, well, what the heck are we doing going from the last thing to the first thing, and is this just another program that the GC's making me do, and I've just got to sit here and they're just going to tell us what to do anyhow. That we kind of did that with our first phase, where we did not show them what their thinking and their sequence was, how it was affecting the overall master schedule, and how we valued their input, and that we took it seriously enough that we sometimes would maybe even adjust a milestone or something when we realized that our previous thinking was not the right thinking, and then we showed them that their thinking was important, and that we trust their thinking, and that we're going to incorporate it. We might vet it and all that, but they're going to see that what they said has influence, and that we value it.